Okay, let's go. Hello, YouTube. Today, we're going to do a coaching for speedrun. Okay, so my friend Wally is running Nocturne RTA, which is an awesome category, and he has been wondering what are the ways for him to improve his time, and I have been telling him a lot that it's not about the tricks, that it's mostly about movement choices and taking the time to choose what to do and stuff like that. And he wanted like a more precise approach, and it's something that I do often on my channel. We do reviews. I've done reviews for speedrunning in the past, but it's been a while. Last ones were movement for randomizer. So today we're back with a review for speedrunning, in which you will see that I might repeat that it's not about the tricks. The tricks don't really make you fast. It's how you get to the trick. So okay, let's move on into the coaching. So this gameplay that you see here is from Wally, and then when I explain something, I will have this scene without Wally's gameplay. So where's Wally's gameplay? Okay, perfect. So let's start with the very first movement. And the very first movement, what is really important, because, okay, so you're going from here to here, and this is going to build up way enough speed for the roll. So you don't really have to wonder about timing your roll in terms of like how long you've been walking. But you want to roll as soon as possible, like as soon as you can get an angle. And like you could have gotten your angle here, most likely. This is a decent enough frame to be rolling, and you're going to wait for about 7 hours before pressing A. No, I'm just kidding, but like that's a good example of like maybe just take like it's gonna take you 30 seconds of practice of just like, okay, how early can I roll and when do I want to move my stick to get the correct angle. Of course, if you play too greedy, you're gonna start bonking on this, which is not the objective. But you'll see that for very few practice, you will actually like be a tiny bit faster at this, and it's not gonna be more complex. So okay, that's the first example of like know what you do in each room. It's gonna be something I'm going to repeat a shit lot. Okay, so here there's a tiny detail. The tiny detail is that when you cancel this text, you can actually start moving before the camera is on link. Like, I'm pretty sure you have control like over there. There might be a cue about her eyes blinking or something like that. I actually never worked on this because if you target backflip too early, you backflip in Link's house. And this is the worst feeling after watching the intro. But yeah, that's a thing. I think that's the kind of shit that is like a little too greedy. But yeah. Okay. Then I'm not huge at this, but it looks like you're doing good. The backflip timing might be a thing. And then let's take a look at how you handle the roll. So in my opinion, that looks like you're rolling a bit early and you're not rolling right enough. It's good that you roll over there because that's where you want to go. But the more right you roll, the more you will like bring the camera with you, you know, and like, so, okay, my camera is reversed, so it sucks. But like, if the camera is like that on this screen, then you want it to move this way as much as you can so that you can get your backwalk angle really fast. So it might be a good option to actually check how right you want to be rolling in here in order to have your angle like after one roll. Because right here you saw that little schnickles that you've been doing, like so it takes a little time to get your thing. Oh, and also So I suck at this movement, so that's why like I'm gonna give you all of my shitty tips. But I think it's important to have a cue for when to backflip here. Because if you wait too long, you lose time. Okay. Now this movement, I'm not gonna tell much about it. Like you'll have your cues. I know you've been checking stuff about this recently, so I'm sure you'll be able to debug this. My cue here is this wall right here arriving on this C button, and I react to it. So it's actually like, okay, so here I would see it, and then I would press like 2 frames after or 3 frames after, and that's my cue. Okay. So that's my cue for side hopping, right? And get this thing correctly. Okay, it looks pretty good. The Torge's sword equip. Then you're going to be doing Rose Rock. I have no idea what Rose Rock is about, so I'll just trust you about this. Okay, so since you know you're gonna be targeting that thing over there, maybe like hold a little down left for the backflip. That's like the backflip did an input in here, and then you release target because you thought you were doing the backflip and blah blah blah. So I guess this never happens to you. So okay, let's go about this. And there's something like, okay, so you already know I'm not a big fan of the pillar setup, but it's fast. Like, okay, I know it's fast. So, well, no worries. But if you want to make things fast here, like the thing you want to know is how wide people happy is the cue that you have to target. Like, how left can you go? Because it looks like you're going to a very precise spot. And wait. So it looks like you're going to a very precise spot. The shitty thing is I can't really talk about your movement because this is backup movement since the other stuff did not work. But yeah, you want to know, like, can you be here? Can you be here? Does it work if you're there? There's also a movement with 3 side hops that starts around here, but apparently the cue is a bitch. But yeah, so you want to have full knowledge on how wide is your cue so that you can actually rush target and side up immediately to the right. Right now it feels like you're taking a little too much time here. Okay, whatever. Okay. Okay, so I have no idea, but I would probably release target before this jump in order to try to jump on the platform as much as possible. And here, when you see you're like that, you can drift. It's not DI, it's drift. I learned that yesterday. You can drift a lot more left because you're going to go on top. You can drift a lot more left so that you get ready to go for your cue. And it make things easier to like, because right now what's gonna happen to you is that you're gonna have this starter step and then land further, which is gonna fuck up your roll timing. If you had drifted more left, you would land further back, and then the roll feels more natural, and there's a couple steps before that. But yeah, so I think in this case, it was a good scenario to actually not roll. And here, you rolling forward, this should never happen. Like, during the text box, you have to be holding, like, a direction that will get you over there and be preferably mashing A so that it's a roll that comes out. But you see, like, this little roll over here, that should never happen. Like, you should go over there. Okay, for the shop, I'm gonna trust you. Okay. That's too long. That's too long. That's way too long. That's way too long of a time. Like, if you want to be faster, like, you have time to save it. Like, you... This is too much time. But anyway, like, it's not that bad. It's not really the kind of stuff that will save you time. West escape is stuff. Might as well take half a second, make sure you're in good position. So, I agree. But, I think you can be faster at this. Okay, getting it. Okay, quick draw. Fucked. One more. Okay, rip, whatever. I hate pokey escape. Yeah, please stop cutting this sign. That's 3. That's 3 again. Okay, that's 2. Okay, we talked about that yesterday. Okay, that was good. That was good. We talked about that yesterday, so I'm not gonna bother you with that. And let's skip the cutscene. I think in the child section you worked a lot on your stuff. Okay, what the fuck, Wally? Okay, so rolling once forward is alright, cause... So rolling once forward is alright, so that you can target. But once you rolled once forward, what the? Is the video skipping? But the second roll should never be forward. Like, you have to go over there. Like, you have to be aiming over there. I don't know what you're doing here. But this kind of stuff loses a lot of time. And it's not a trick. Like, it's not more difficult or more easy. Okay, in my eyes, that's an early side up, but if it works, don't fix it. Okay, the cuckoos. I've been bothering you about the cuckoos, so I'll try to be quick. That's an okay angle. I think you're gonna get stuck. No? Oh, that's perfect angle. So my cue is when I see this second window right there. If you're ballsy, you can like look a little more down than left and throw, and it should be good. But I think it's, yeah, it's nice to do this. And then, like, this white spot is kind of good, but you're too far here. Like, you want to throw when being at the corner. You went too far. You want to just get past the corner and throw here. Like, throw over there. It should be fine enough. Okay, 5 rolls is also what I do here. 2, 3. Okay, if you want to do a movement with 4 rolls here, you want to squish them. Like, you want to roll a tiny bit too early. What it looked like when I just watched this was that you were going for 3 rolls. 1, 2, 3. And the thing is, it's kind of here that, like, you want to side hop here so that you cut a little bit of that, and you're still rolling, so you can't do shit. And you end up doing the side hop, like, really far. It's kind of safer. Like, you don't want to abuse trying to cut this and then, you know, try to save 2 frames and actually lose 10 seconds. So yeah, be safe. But yeah, it's 4 quick rolls after that. And then this roll, you're actually going to arrive always Like, this is, like, you're always going to be parallel to that wall. So this side hop is always going to be the same. So I'm going to be a little bit unforgiving about this roll. And you're going there when you want to be aiming here. And this joystick angle is consistent. It's always going to be the same. If you rolled over there, it wasn't bad, you know? Like, it wasn't too bad.
10 months, Pog, keeping the sub despite having no time to come over anymore. Sad KEK.
Yo, Chalençois, no worries. No worries. I still love you, Chalençois. For 10 months in a row, you're one of the slickest. Fears. Thank you so much. So I was telling Wally that this can't happen. Like, this is too far. If it was a roll that, like, you have to adapt to which camera angle you have, then okay. But this is always going to be the same joystick angle. So being that far off kind of means that you never checked which joystick angle you want to have. Because I'm pretty sure, like, notch angle, like full down left, would be closer to something that is good. I'm not telling you that you need to have the perfect one. I'm just telling you, like, this is way too far. So basically, instead of having a straight line, you went here and then there, and you're losing time. So yeah. And then from this point, you want to usually start rolling here when you don't know where the cuckoo is, because most of the time you're going to have to go over there, and rolling as a diagonal is the best. So, okay. So you grab the cuckoo. Okay, so this is the one of the rare scenarios in which, okay, so you want to go to a pillar that is like over there. This is one of the rare scenario that it might be worth to go for the stairs, you know? So do not circle around here. Like, now that you know that the straight line was from here to like over there, that's the straight line to where you're going. It's like that. Now look at this. And you immediately see that, like, okay, it's difficult while playing. Yeah, now that you see it and I say it, it's obvious. But when you play, it's super hard. And also, like, okay, let's imagine we're here. Here, you want to drift full right to be hugging this and then be going over there, because you're going there anyway. Okay? And now you just flew like in the middle of the... Okay, Wally is my buddy, so I can roast him. It's fine. You're in the middle of this. What the frick? Sammy would be mad. Okay, now before I watch, I already know what I want to see. I want to see you throw the cuckoo as close as possible to this edge, and as close as possible to this, and fully to the left. So let's see. Yeah, that's pretty good. That's not too bad. Like, but yeah. Ideal is as close as possible to, like, you still have quite a bit. Okay, it's safety. Like, it's safety. I can agree with that. But yeah, you might want to like this is, it looks like, so why I'm telling this is not because the movement right now is optimal, is because the influence of the cuckoos is gonna make you save a shit ton of time later on. By the way, this is your first throw. You're also being unlucky, but it has to do with the way you threw it. It was too far back. So here you can already see that you're gonna pay for your mistakes. Okay, now you grab the second one, and yeah, that's good. That's like a good margin of safety. You're at the good spot, throwing full left, so I'll give this one to you. That was good. Why did you not roll immediately? roll, and roll again. Boom, roll. Wait, that roll was too long. Whoa, 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 whoa. So that's... Okay, so never mind the fact that it didn't work, all right? Even if you did it perfect, I would have said something about that. Like, you're being too aggressive right now. Compared to the rest of the stuff that you have to solve, you're trying to be a pro gamer on this flick. And I'm saying no. It's like, just take it easy. Play... This is kind of a moment in which, like, you want to play humble. So if you're here, you could go target this wall and just backwalk, which is an option. Otherwise, you want to look at where you're going, okay? You want to look at where you're going because this backwalk is super, super, super important. You're influencing 2 cuckoos to go into the batch. So if you're fucking this up and you're basically on a timer because they're going on and you need to get closer so that you influence them towards Andrew. So you don't want to mess this one up. And here you're going to mess it up again. So you're way too close to this wall. You should be a lot more to the left because they are close to this wall. So if you also are close to this wall, look at the minimap, you're going to push them straight to the wall. What you want is to be more left than them when you get closer so that you actually push them towards Anju. All right? Well, the Coco lady, it's not confirmed that it's Anju. So it's like, it's really bad. So what's going to happen is that most of the Cocos are going to be like around this area for you, instead of being like over there. Let's take a look. Yep, I was right. They're way too much on the right. And so you're going to have to do 1 roll here, pick up, walk, throw, 1 other roll, pick up, walk, throw, 1 other roll. So you basically, like, because of you tried to flick that angle, you lost like 6 seconds maybe, something like that. So that's a lot. So play safe on this one. Yeah, imagine if all 3 were here. Or like at throw distance. It's like pick up, throw, pick up, throw, pick up, throw. You'd be gone. So yeah. Just play for the influence. Don't play for movement speed too much. Play for influence. You equip Ocarina here. Yeah, okay. Whatever. That's good backwalk. Good backwalk. That's a pretty late turnaround. Like, the fact that you did a late turnaround here means that you could not be holding up here, and you're going to actually stop completely, which is bad. If you turn around earlier, you'll have more space to correct your angle so you can be holding up earlier, and you won't have this 0 speed moment in which, like, look at all the frames for which you're not moving. See what I mean? Okay, that was alright. You want to drift more. Like here, at the moment that you jump, like, and like when you throw, you want to be watching where this one is. You want to try to like be watching where it is already. And when you drift, you want to try to land at pickup range. Not on him, but at pickup range. It's really important because how fast you grab this one and start moving will completely change the way you influence the one that you just throw. You're basically, as soon as you throw one, you're on a timer for the influence. So that's good. Okay, you're hugging the wall. That's really good. No. No! Okay, it's not that bad, but... Okay, so here, you do not touch the camera and just walk there. This is a good camera angle. Why do you go there and then go here and then target? If you target, then the Q is not the Q anymore. The Q is because of the camera being always manipulated the same way. Right before here, you'll see. So this wall is going to push the camera to the left, to the right. Boom, right here. And from here, everyone has the same camera. So that's why the Q is same for everyone. Here you cut this here, straight. And this, you're throwing to this corner, which is wrong. You have to throw a little more left of the corner. A little to the left of the corner. I know it's counterintuitive, but this is what you want to do. It's a little left of the corner. All right? And now that was weird. You want to practice that moment, like camera influence, getting the angle for the throw, and from the throw, getting to a place that you can grab fast is important, because right now you have this zero speed moment that I find infuriating. Like, from here, it's basically a full left on the joystick. When you throw, Link is not responding, so you have this time to buffer in your joystick input. You want to go full left. If you practice this, it will be really easy. Like, you'll get it every time, and the full left will always bring you to the same area. So this is what I mean by, like, you want to know exactly what you want to do. Doesn't mean that you have to do optimal shit. Optimal shit might be a side hop. I don't know. I don't care. But yeah, here you're going with down left. It's going too far. You're realizing it. And you're going to have the zero speed moment. And then you're going to go with up and then start climbing. And even though you took forever, you start climbing way to left, which is a risk for you to get a small jump. You always want to be a little more to the right so that you never risk having a small jump to this fence. Worst case scenario, you're way too much on the right and you will jump. And then during the jump, you drift up left. And then you can keep the same up left to go to the ladder. So you see, you even paid for it at the very beginning. Like, you realize you're too left and you're going to adjust this instead of mashing up an A, or like being able to do a quick roll. So now you're doing a roll way too late. Oh my god. Yeah, look at how late this roll is. You're gonna miss the ladder, right? Oh, whoa, you got it. Okay. So that's really important that you work on this, because this can't happen. And now during this moment, like, you have a few climbs in which you know where the cuckoo is. You've seen it here. So I'm not really happy about forgiving you for this. What is this roll? The cuckoo is there, homie. It's over there. Okay, so I have to hurry up a little bit. But yeah, and especially for the influence of the cuckoos, you don't want, like, when the cuckoo is over there, it's kind of bad for the influence of the other ones, if you think about it. So the more you can stay on the left, the better. And sometimes if you watch experienced players, when they pick up the cuckoo over there, they will come back a little bit. And that's really good for the influence. Okay, there was another roll here, but yeah. You get a feeling for what I mean. Now the cue here is you want to drop the cuckoo like, okay, I'm not exactly sure that it's good, but I drop the cuckoo around the left of this big white mark. All right, so then I have like a rolling distance to that one that is at a good area. You're going way too left. The problem with going way too left is that you're going to influence the cuckoos on the left of Anju when you actually want them to go to the right of this corner. So you want to influence them, like you want them to be over there. And okay, so here is the spot that I would have dropped it. So you're already going too far, which you're going to pay by going back, and then you'll have to go by here again. So backtracking is really important. So you do one time, then you come back, and then you have to do it again. So it's not even like you're doing it twice, you're doing it 3 times. So it's a huge time loss. That's way too close. That's like way too far. This is where it should have been. I'm sorry, Danny. I'm sorry. That was good. And here, I think it's pretty ballsy to grab your angle like that. You want to, same as before, you want to play humble with that because the influence is too important. Usually, you want to go for a straight backwalk if the cuckoo had the camera move a little bit more right, as if you had like 1 or 2 ESS left, more than this. But this is going to make you go to the wall. And if you are to the wall and the cuckoos are to the wall, there's no way you're influencing them to take the turn. So you're actually going for a bad influence. You're insanely lucky that they're on the right. Insanely lucky, because most of what you did should have put them over there. Oh yeah, well, okay, you're not that lucky. You're actually paying for your mistake. This one is over there. So this one is the one that you slashed. Okay. Okay, if you want to know when you're able to roll, you should be looking at this. Okay? This means you're gonna get fucked and talk to Anju. As soon as you see it flip, you know you're in the area. As soon as you see it flip, you can go for it if you want. And since you were over there, you could have flick up backwalk if you want. It's like you shouldn't have been over there in the first place, but anyway. So it had not flipped yet, and you still went for it. Now, PQ dot dot comma 7. That's action. That's rolling. Why did you not roll? Okay, so when you're going down, let me boot up the practice room for the first time. Places, town, Lon Ranch. Okay, I'll give you guys some sound. Okay, let's imagine I'm walking over there, and I know I want to flip the camera. If I do this, I'm gonna have a 0 speed moment. You know what I mean? Like, because if I target and keep holding down, and then whatsoever, it's gonna all feel weird. Okay? So what you want to do is roll and target during the roll, which is going to make it easy for you to switch to up. All right? You use the roll because the roll was at the very worst going to be like a bit slowed down, but yeah, the roll goes straight. and is pretty fast. So you want to use it to switch your camera. It's gonna help you. All right, let's get back to your gameplay. Okay. Very good. Do you have a queue for like, okay, so once Navi pops up, Navi is a quick text. So you're preparing the quick text here. You have a queue for when you can cancel it. Looks like you're doing it pretty fast. Yeah, you're doing it pretty fast. Just feeling? Yeah, you might want to check it at some point. Okay, very good. If you want, you have a lot of time for this, so don't hesitate to actually like lose time, prepare the camera for that crouch stab. So you don't have any keys to go get. You're on a timer for the bubble. The only thing you want is to not miss. So not a big fan of that backwalk, but why not? Okay. Okay. How bad is it for you to take a damage here? It's not that bad, I think. Okay. So for this trick, have you watched the video from Danny? I'm not sure that you have watched it. It doesn't feel like you have watched it. You didn't? You have to watch it. So basically, the only thing that matters in this trick is when you start holding down right. It's the only thing that matters. Your angle barely matters. Mashing A and B is just gonna change the windows. The only thing that matters is when you start holding down right. And in my eyes, you're starting to hold down right way too early. If it works, then why not? Now you see that you just clipped, so it's good. Ling did this. Now the next move is hold up mash B. So you actually waited long enough so that you did not need to jump slash. Like the jump slash, you're supposed to be like almost underneath. Just so that yeah. So as soon as you clip, you can jump slash. I don't really want to go and have you check that because it's a bit boring, but how could I do it? Sometimes you're way too much right for forward. Okay, that means you held down right way too long after the clip. So when you clip, like you should be kind of like, you should be reacting to seeing Link. Okay, you see how like Link started to move left? That's a cue that you're gonna clip soon. Now you clipped, switched up, and then jump slash. Clip, up, jump slash. You just take a little while, like take a few minutes here. I think that's like a full second, maybe 2 of time loss, because the jump slash becomes very slow here. Becomes very, very slow. Because of that time that you're at 0 speed when you land from it. So you actually don't want to do this. And then you shield here. And then target the chest. Okay, why not? And then you get the void. Okay, cool. You use a shield turn as if it was precise. It's not, so you could probably flick and just make sure that it will always work, but shield turn is safe, so why not? Okay, Hess looked good. Looks like you had the angle changes. So yeah, good job with that. You'll get it next time, don't worry. But as you can see, I don't give a fuck that you missed the Hess. Like, this is really not important to me. You have a 54-51. It really doesn't matter. It's cool that you go for it. I think you should keep going for it. But it's really not what I think is where you should improve. So, message to all new players, all intermediate players that are trying to save time. Just let the tricks be where you play safe and where you actually like don't worry too much. It's gonna be fine. And make sure that your movement is crisp. Now, I already know what you're gonna be doing. You're gonna go straight right to here when your direction is actually going over there. And you're gonna do those 3 side hops that I don't like. Yeah, I don't like this. But it's okay. Bon appétit, Luna. Have a good appetite and see you next time. Don't be too harsh with Wally. Yeah, I mean, I know Wally is going to be very constructive with that, and he's my homie, so it should be fine. I would probably not talk like that if it was someone that I don't know. Are you gonna wait? Oh my god. I can't believe you're still doing this. Okay, so the problem with the seconds, so the thing is, if you target this, you want to go manually walking up to this thing, because then you won't have this hanging so Link is hanging right now, and he's going to have to climb up, and then you're gonna have to go and adjust and then target this little wall before you can backwalk. That's bad. That's really bad. You don't really understand what the other way is. Seems hella risky for nothing. It's a lot of time save. It's a lot of time save. Okay, I think that's actually worth. Do I have a save state that is similar to this? I might have a save state that is similar to this. No. Kakariko Village? Okay. So, let's put some sound up here. I don't want the beep beep. Okay, so you're taking your angle. And then when do I save state? Like over here? Maybe over here? Maybe here. You go there. The thing is, I was ready for the backwalk really quickly after the night set. So you go to the side, then you go slow. Heart attack simulator. No, but like when you arrive here, go slow. And here, as soon as the bridge is up, you should be already backwalking. I still need to wait for the bridge to be fully up. But like, what you seem to not understand is that... Can I save that? So you heard the clong and then backwalk? I backwalked almost as it clonged. Now let's watch what happened to you. Clong. Climbing. Taking angle. Backwalking now. You lost like 4 seconds. 4, 5, maybe 6. I don't really know, but you lost a lot of time. You know what I mean? And like, if you want to do your strat, like, okay, let's imagine I try to do your strat. Okay, I'm here. Now I'm able to target this. You want to use the fact that the ledge is the same angle as this, and if you're at the start of the chain, you're gonna be popped exactly at a place that works. But the shitty thing is, on VC, for some reason... it still worked. So you want here, then turn around target, turn around backwalk. Turn around target is so that it brings you up. I don't know why VC needs to do that to get popped up. On N64, as soon as you release target, it immediately teleports you up. On VC, I don't know why you have to wait for an hour. But you want to be on the chain at a place that is going to teleport you here, so that you can up, target, backwalk way faster. Yeah, but Fanta on MU and on N64 is just so much faster. So yeah, what I recommend is just like get close, go slow, turn around target, and whatever is the strat you want to use, when it clings, you need to be like about to target the wall and start backwalking. Because the clung is the moment that you've been waiting and that you're telling me, yeah, I have to wait for a night anyway. True. But as soon as it clungs and you're still doing other stuff, you're losing time. You think if I'm doing 180, I might as well just roll? Yeah, it could be. I think ZFG was using this movement. But I wouldn't trust the camera. Or what you could do is remember where Where's the spot that you can side hop and be exactly at the good spot? So you see, this was too much to the. So let's say over here. Yeah, over here is good. If you want to side hop, then you know, find the cue so it's a little more right than the middle. Fuck. But honestly, I think the backwalking is cool. That's what you want to do. So yeah. So as you can see, and I want to stress this, what's important is not necessarily that what you do is optimal. What's important is that you took time to decide what you want to do. Because then it will automatically be more consistent and you will be faster at doing it because you exactly know what you want to do. If you're constantly YOLOing movement areas, you're going to be losing hours without noticing it. You'll focus on your tricks and then you'll have a run that nails all of the tricks and you're still 15 minutes behind world record. And maybe you'll quit speedrunning because you're gonna think you're not made for that. It's just like, this is a good way to improve your speedrunning. It's just take time to decide what you want to do. It doesn't even matter if it's the fast strat or not. Just take time to decide. Okay. Look like you didn't know your joystick angle. One roll down. Yeah, okay. Let's just have it pass. That's full left. 2 rolls. Okay, that's two quick rolls full left, then a little more up than left. 2 more rolls. Maybe I can show. I turned the music off. So, full left. That's the movement I would suggest. 2 rolls full left, then a little more up. Then cut this corner clean. And you're gone. Okay? Now let's keep going. I might cut this review and just keep going later on. Because gotta have to play the advanced weekly in just a little bit. Okay, so you're doing this setup. I have no idea how this setup works. I just never took time to learn it, so I'm just gonna trust you that you're doing the optimal thing to do. And then this is a trick. So as I said, I don't think the tricks is where you need to improve. I think the rest is where you need to improve. Then you're doing the hold left mash A, I think. Yeah. That was weird. Anyway. Yeah, I think hold left mash A would have been better than trying to YOLO a lower than left. Just hold left mash A, you're gonna be like super close to it, and then the adjustment will be easier than trying to adjust before. Just believe on the left is what I would say. Now watch out. The first text, this text, you have to press B, so you did it. You have to press B because it's a kind of a quick text. I think you have to press B once, and then it works. You roll and target too late with left. Okay, okay. Alright, fuck the cutscene. So my cue for the last text box is there's a red thing and then there's a reverse check mark. That's my cue that like it's the last text box. When I'm done clearing this one, I start mashing start for the equip. There was a little bit of time. I don't think you were ready, but okay. I'll give that to you. Wow. VC logo, so clean. Okay, what's your movement here? Holding up. Good. Oh, you do 3? Okay. I do 2 spaced, but I know 3 works too. You listen to the music? Oh, but you don't mash start? Okay. So, do whatever you want here before this corner, but you should, if you want to do the side hop, then you should walk. Like, you should have a little walking time here. I think it's easier. But be aware that, like, the side hop barely saves anything. Looks good, though. I like to do it, but it barely saves anything. You should go behind that guy. There's no need to come so close here. You should go behind that guy. So I like you should check your joystick's angle for market. You should have gone like almost in front of this dude and then come here. So this first roll looks like you don't know which angle to hold. It's a little under upright. Like that's the kind of stuff that you should just know by heart. You see how you're going over there? So you're increasing the distance you have to go for. Because you're holding upright. Okay, now little tip here. So here you're holding straight left because you know you're going to go left. It's 2 frame save. Yeah, it is the kind of detail, you know, that like, okay, that's the kind of stuff that I see. And it's like, it feels like you didn't take time to know that like it's a little under. And like, okay, it's 2 frames, but it's not, you're not getting the trick more complex or whatsoever. It's just like, it's a little bit under upright. It's knowledge. It's 2 frame for knowledge. And here, if you hold left, you're going to have this sort of stuff that I don't really like. So sometimes what I was doing here was either side hop left so that I could sharp left after it, which I think it's bad, but it's comfy. Or another thing that is kind of bad, but it's kind of comfy, is wait for Link to stop and then flick a left roll. But yeah. Then about your angle here. I don't see very clear. Your game is super dark. I usually try to aim on the right of this. I don't know what you like, but yeah, I usually aim a little more to the left so that my angle is going to grind less against this wall. It barely matters. Why not backwalk straight from here? Like, or from the, like, this roll was way too left compared to, like, you want to backwalk here. You're already seeing this little corner, which is the same as the Cuckoos. Just check your movement when entering CAC. How many rolls before you start backwalking? What is the joystick angle you want to have on the very first roll, which is this one? Because, like, I think this one was already pretty good. Like, backwalking on this was probably already not too bad. And that here, I think it was just like, take time to walk and set up your backwalk to go over there. But this roll was extra, and then it gave you like an iffy, not too good of an angle. Yeah, it looks like you don't have a queue to turn around. Probably the Kuko queue still works. 1, 2. Yeah, you have some room, but oh well, doesn't matter too much. Aim for this. You roll the corner, but that's okay. Okay, so you take the grind. I think taking the grind is alright. So taking the grind is actually like, you're gonna be grinding against this wall here. Turn around and roll might be faster by a few frames, who cares? Wait, what? What? There's no way you're running for that long, okay? You just loaded an area, so you have to know which angle you're holding. And you have to roll sort of soon. Like, as soon as you build up speed, you have to roll. You can't, there's no way you're just stepping like that. Like, look at it. And then you have a backwalk angle, but you go rolling. Like, your movement is rolling. Okay, your movement is rolling. Oh, nice, you buffered the grab. Okay, cool. It looked like you rushed the rolls. I think 3 spaced roll get you to the chest. Whoa, that was weird. Yeah, well, check this roll if you want to. And then you're baiting the Poe. Do you need to lower your health? Not really, right? Do you? Oh yeah, you kind of do. You don't? Yeah, you sort of do. You're not gonna save or whatever, so... Yeah, it's nice for DC, so yeah. You could check where you can wait for the Poe. In my eyes, you're waiting for the Poe way too far from here. And you're baiting him to go very left. Like, he's gonna go into a straight line when he starts attacking. And you're baiting him here. So you're gonna bait him here, which is weird. You want him to hit you when you're going to be grabbing this over there. So what I personally do is I step on the beginning of this tomb. And yeah, and then, you know, I have a nice, like, I'm setting him up for this nice angle. Yeah, that was to be expected. And I'm pretty surprised he went that close to you. So yeah, the Poe was there. You knew you were going there. And so I think baiting him here was good. Okay, cool. You didn't press Ocarina to save the stupid frames? Okay, so how's your Dampe? Okay. So if you go for 2 rolls here, try to squish them a little more. And even though Like, you rolled that corner pretty good. You kind of fucked up that one. Here you're going very left. Like, you want to go pretty close to this. Then stay close to here. And then you're rolling this corner. Like this corner, you rolled it. So maybe check your rolling pattern, but like starting a roll here was a bad idea. Like you're way too far here, which is gonna fuck you up for this. And then here, like, even though you're walking, you're not really cutting it close. So watch out with that, which it makes you be super far from the wall. And this one was good. I enjoyed targeting after this one. I don't know how you feel about it, but to me, this roll is the start of the hardest section almost. Yeah, and you kind of botched it. So I'm gonna tell you what I like to do. I like to have a camera that is sort of parallel to that wall. I don't know why you targeted when you had so much angle. And then here is like hold straight right, which is gonna go really close to the ledge. You're holding upright, so you're gonna get super far. So this is what is happening. You're actually getting away from where you want to go. And now you're trying to catch up. And basically that roll was in the air. Should have brought you right there, and now you are rolling another corner. So yeah, you want to work on this section of the damper race. It looks like you're not used to what you want to do. You rolled this corner. You are so far from where you want to go. He doesn't angle. The camera is actually pretty well aligned for you to hold straight up, but it's moving. But yeah, this previous roll was already starting wrong. You want to go like, it's always better to aim more to the left of the corner than too much to the right. But yeah, okay. So with this roll, you're too far. And then you're gonna pay for it. I feel like you cock-blocked me. I really feel like you cock-blocked me because okay. So from here, let's imagine you're in the corner, so no matter what, you have like, this is a complicated moment. This is a complicated moment of the Dampe race because you have to choose if you do 4 rolls that are a little bit too spaced, or if you do 5 rolls that are a little bit too close. Optimal rolls are just gonna suck here. And so you start by squishing rolls. So I'm like, oh, he's going for the 5. And I've never timed it, but in my eyes, 5 squish feels like, it feels more comfy and it feels faster. So I'm like, oh, you're going for 5 quick ones. Look at it. You definitely were going for 5 squished ones. And then no. You cock blocked me, Wally. Don't do this. Don't do this. Okay, so that's 49 without. You were preparing yourself to dodge it? Yeah, okay. It's true, the flame was scary, so I'll give that to you. Are you at the good spot so that you can open directly? Yeah, that's sweet. Really good. Okay, what's your tech here? Whoa, what the fuck, Wally? Okay, sorry. Okay, so I'm being a little harsh because Wally is my homie. That's a huge brain fart. That's a really huge brain fart. Oh, why you do this? I'm so confused. I am so confused. It's unbelievable. I'm so confused. I'm so confused. Okay, I have to warp and I have to do Dampe race, and now I'm gonna suck after telling someone that what he did was bad. Be ready, I'm gonna suck. No, I'm just kidding. Okay, so where is it? Is it towns? No, it's overworld? Graveyard. Alright. Oh, bitch of an imp. So that's the 5 squishy. Ah. Can I get quick text? Alright. So I already know I have a right side camera. So I already know I'm going to have to hold right now. Okay? So I agree that it's easier to just wait and then flick. But the strat usually is to hold during the cutscene and then release, especially if you do this. But realize that if you do this, you have to wait here for the void, and then you're this far, you're basically a roll away from the void, okay? This tech of camera manip is made for this, which saves about 1 second, you void faster, and then you're closer to the warp, okay? Just mash a backflip. That's if you didn't go far enough here. If you go too far, you might get fucked and stay inside, but you would have to go really far. Okay? So that's the strat here. Just wanted to point it out. Because basically what you are doing in your run is the start of this strat and then cock blocking us. I think backflip crushes faster, does it not count? It crushes faster and then you're closer. I'm pretty sure it's a full 1 sec. Don't think so? Okay, we could check it someday. Okay, so how's the movement right there? Then I'm gonna have to get ready for the advanced weekly. Like, okay, we're not in Dampe's race, but here you roll the corner again. I'm so sorry to be... Okay, so this one was good. And then I think this roll was not worth it. You wanted to get this angle. Because basically where you started rolling was at the same height of this. You know what I mean? I can show you. Like here, you want to get a straight line from basically this corner to this load. So the straight line is going to be here. If you go anywhere near any more left, then you're increasing the distance. So that's the line you want to go for. So count, you said back wall crushes? Oh yeah, it does. Nice. But yeah, so that's gonna be one of the rare occasions that I talk about attack. Real quick. Oh, there's an announcement in the OT Discord. What? Okay. One sec. Advanced weekly in 30 minutes. At everyone. I'm gonna have to cut this video down probably. And then I need to open a room real quick. So 1 second. I'll be right back. Okay. All right. You would sometimes get pushed to the side with the backflip. Oh yeah. That's if you were really close to the corner of the chest. That's true. That's if it removes that fail, then backwalk is better. Let's move on with let's do 15 minutes of Wally's gameplay. Okay, looks pretty good. Ideally, you want to flick before, because like the angle is so wide, people happy. Also, you cut this corner. If you wait for this corner, then you can know how many rolls you want to do. And then you want to be like sort of close. Like you probably want to start here and then flick somewhere that directly gets you the hook. Because moving it is going to be a tiny bit slow. Your flick got eaten? Yeah. Okay, you're buying the ferry. That was good. Although, after this... Okay, the first roll was like you tried to aim, but then after that, you want to aim for over there. Like going over here is... Can move after buying ferry. Oh, collection delay. Assuming he didn't, let's check. Yeah, he didn't. So hold down left. I think it's really hard to beat the text box on this shop, so it shouldn't be a problem too much. But yeah, you want to get close to this wall. Because over there is the start. Yeah, you just hold the direction. Hold down or down left-ish or something. And then you're moving to the left here. It's like, it's a no, 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 no. Like here, you can barely see, but the start of the loading zone is here. So you want to go for a straight line. From here, the shortest distance is over there. Not to the middle of it. Go here. Straight line. Straight line to here. Okay, now this Hess is a little bit complex to get used to because you need to delay rolling a lot compared to the other ones. Oh, you don't even go for it? Okay, okay. So you don't go for it, but it looks like you don't know what joystick angle to hold. So get used to that. Okay, that was good. You're skipping it for now? Okay, okay. Very good angle that gets you the backwalk straight to DC. That's nice. Perfect. What a baller. That's pretty risky, depending on your chew count. I mean, you just skipped the Hess, so you're probably not too interested in your chew count. That was a lot of walking. I'm not gonna get back to this, but that was a lot of walking. You should know where you're going to... Did a backwall coming out of the shop like this? Oh, it's funny, the camera that you get from targeting this is pretty interesting. Yeah, targeting this roll gives you like a camera that gives you a backwalk. Yeah, I think that's worth. Since you actually have a good way to like the only thing that sucks usually for the backwalk is that you can't really aim directly for the loading zone, but you actually what's the word? Influenced the camera, manipulated the camera so that it gives you this angle earlier. So that's really, really good. I had never seen that. So yeah, GG's. Let's go. Now, you should do test, but I think 2 hearts is the optimal thing that you're going to have here. Oh no, you should have 1.5. So you want to check if it's better to go left or to go right or when you want to start being here. But mashing rolls is the quickest way to take damage here. And you see, like, okay, so the fact that you've been waiting here means that what you did before was not really thought of. With 2 hearts, you can probably go here. And just cut yourself some room. That was too much walking again, but yeah. But yeah, if you had 1.5, that was probably the movement to go for. You took a lot of time. If you want to take more damage, you can take half on the chew slash for the wall. Oh yeah, but it's hard to do. It's hard to do. You had glitched health? Oh really? No. No, you didn't. Now you see there's like a moon-shaped thingy, and then there's a patch. All of this will work. So when I see the way you position, it feels like you want to be on this dark patch and only on this dark patch, nowhere else, because that's the place that you know it works. Well, what you want to know is how wide people happy the area is. That's going to be really good knowledge for going faster at getting in position. But basically, like, does this work? Maybe it does. You know what I mean? So you want to know how wide, like, can you be more left? Can you be more down? Can you be more up right? Can you be more up left? So yeah, you want to know how big the queue is, cuz right now, like, for example, like, so I did this, and like this is fine. You should stop moving when you're here, cuz you're being way too precise already. It works from the entire here up until here, basically. All of this works. And you added like 3-4 flicks. So wait, what the fuck? Okay. So yeah, get comfy with that queue, cause that was no bueno. It's okay, Wally. It's okay. All of this is stuff that, like, it's not tricks. It's not difficult stuff that you will have to practice. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Yeah, that was good, but oh my god, what was that? Anyway, so that's just a fuck up. That's just a fuck up. Who cares? Sometimes you fuck up. C-stick shenanigans? Why are you using your C-stick? But why did you need to use your C-stick at any moment? Your palm pressed it while pressing A? That sucks. Deactivate it. But yeah. Yeah. The 8 side hubs didn't work because you see the distance you have with the wall? Because once again, you're not going directly at it. That's why 8 side hops didn't work. See, that's basically the margin that you're missing, is the margin that you had at the beginning. But it's not that bad. Like, I mean, who cares? It's just this fuck up is terrible. Anyway, okay, do you know what you're holding here? So there's 2 possible cameras. Do you know what you're holding with both? Yeah, it looks like it. That's good. Yeah, that was good. Okay, you got unlucky, but that was good. Yeah, that's also really good. That's kind of the same thing as at the graveyard, as like from here to the loading zone, this is exactly the line you want to have, so that's really good. Down left and mash A, yeah, that's a super good option after the bomb bag chest. That's very good. Very, very good. So, we're gonna do a quick break after this talk, so I'm gonna stop the video here. But as you guys can see, and I don't know if you're watching live or watching on YouTube, or if it's just for Wally, but um, it's not something that, like, it's all about like everything that I've been proposing for Wally to get better at is just knowledge stuff. Besides the MP race, mostly it's just little knowledge stuff of like, did you take 5 minutes in practice to just decide what you want to do? Did you take a few seconds to just like, okay, where do I want to go? Where do I come from? What are my options? What is the stuff that I want to do? And like, for example, here, you know, cutting really nicely and sharp this corner and then going straight here, keeping it as a straight line, the shortest straight line. You see that it's something that Wally took time to think about at some point. And that's why he's being fast and clean on this spot. And for example, after Dampe's race in the graveyard, he was doing a very similar area, but very wrong. He was going away from the straight line. He was fucking up the corner just before. And what the feeling that I have is that he just didn't take those 5 minutes to be like, oh, okay, that's where I want to be, and that's the line I want to follow here. Done. Never have to work this again, unless you have a problem during a run or you see someone doing something you want to test. But it's not something you have to practice every day. It's just a one-time decision of like, I'm going to do this. No matter if it's the fast thing to do or not, just taking those few minutes in practice to decide what you want to do is gonna make you so fast that, you know, like, that's usually where new players and intermediate players, I consider myself intermediate, we have problems because we're so focused on tricks because, you know, they look good, they're fun to do and everything, but you can't benefit from your hard work if you don't put that little amount of work in all of those small areas here and there. And in the second part of Wally's review, we will be talking about that for a lot more areas. I'm used to watching Wally's runs in Nocturne RTA, so there's a few things that I know I want to comment on, especially in Fire Temple. But yeah, a lot of small areas. Take time to decide what you want to do, and you'll be incredibly faster. Okay? Thank you so much for watching. I see you guys in part 2 of Wally's run review. Still have much to talk about, and it's going to be great. Thank you. Ciao, ciao.